Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So after my collapse and recovery week, I've been itching to get back into a rhythm, and this week's all about stepping it up and tuning back in. I hit the trail with my buddy Austin to see how the body's holding up, and man, it was eye-opening. Every step reminded me why this journey isn't just physical, it's also mental. We even had the chance to catch up with my dad while he was in town, and we talked about my childhood and what it really takes to stay resilient when life gets tough. So if you're navigating your own reset or just need a little bit of fuel to keep going, this one's for you. Dude, I am not looking forward to this run. This is one that all day today, my body's been like, what are you doing? Why are we doing this? You crashed last week, don't do it again.
It's all, your brain's really good at making actual physical symptoms starting to manifest. It tries to do exactly what it wants to shut things down.
Dude, and it's so good at talking you into we probably shouldn't do this, because then you'll start justifying
everything. It's even if it's not a health thing, that's the trap people fall into. They wake up and they're like, a little more sleep actually wouldn't hurt. I could actually do this after work. I could move this around to make it better.
I think it's the side too of when people think of PTSD, they think of oh, he's a war veteran and this and that. What you fail to realize is that PTSD can also be medical induced as well, where it's the trauma of you collapsed so many times on the trail that your body, or in a car, if you're driving and you've gotten in a bad car crash, you don't want to get back in the car again. Yeah. That's what I'm experiencing right now.
Putting yourself in the position again.
Yeah. I'm dude, I don't want to take this trail on right now, but it's just you have to get back up and keep going. So the goal today, I'm gonna try to do a 1 mile. We'll probably start at walking. Go do easy 1 mile, probably quarter mile walk, kick off a 1 mile run, hit the rock turnaround, and then if everything goes well and we're feeling good there, we'll try to run back and try to hit 1.5 miles, but I don't really want to push more than 1.5 today. We're back into easing into the actual training. This is the first week of officially training.
All right, that sounds good.
All right, man, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's hit it. Definitely a lot better than a couple weeks ago. So we're gonna keep going. I'll probably push it to 1.5 and that'll be a wrap. Woo. We finished that second mile at 8:39. Ended it on a 2 mile run. We were only going for 1. Then we pushed it to 1.5. I'm happy with stopping there at 2. There you have it. We finished that 2.07 in 18:48, but that was with the walk in the beginning and a little bit at the end. So honestly, that would have been probably that 16-minute that we ran the first time. Meeting Army standard again. So not a bad baseline for the first week back since the training. Austin, appreciate you for coming out here. That was solid. I look forward to seeing you next week on a bigger run.
Man. Can't wait.
Let's hit it.
Do it in one word. Energetic. Extremely energetic. Lots of passion when Ian was a little kid. He's always had an ability to adapt. We moved a lot with me being in the medical career, so we had lots of turkey. We had we had lots of moves, and the ability to adapt, especially as a little kid, and go into a new school and be able to make friends, that's kind of a superpower for people nowadays, That's a great question. That's a loaded question. Absolutely, Ian went into the military as a boy and came out kind of jacked up as a man. And there's a long story behind that we don't have time for right now. Yeah, that's funny. No, but I see a lot of Ian in me. Seriously, it's, I was adopted, so I didn't really have a whole lot of family background until just recently when I found him. What I see in Ian is, we all have a built-in resilience, and something that I feel like that I have deep rooted in is my resilience And I would say that's what Ian has. You know, to bounce back from all the things that he's been through. Big long story behind us, but yeah, resilience is the word. The short and direct answer is, you know, resilience is something we all have in us. It's how you tap it. And, you know, I woke up one morning, and I think we all do. We wake up and we have a decision to make. Am I gonna move forward or am I gonna move back? And I think the path forward is the start of resilience. You know, the path forward is, I don't care if it's the military, I don't care, you know, if you get fired at your job, I don't care if it's an athlete. All of us have to make that decision, whether we want to stay in our self-pity or if we want to take a step forward. And, you know, athletes, everybody on this planet has a decision to make every single morning. And that decision is, what am I going to do with my life? How is it going to impact me and my family? And am I going to stay stagnant? Am I going to move forward? Or am I going to stay in the past? And it's just that simple. And we take that step forward every single day. You know, my faith in God and family and friends, and, you know, you just keep moving forward. And then the next thing you know, after you are in that environment, you surround yourself with good people, and it all comes together. So it's, you know, literally like what Ian's going through right now, it's one step at a time.
Literally.
Yeah.
If I'm not dead, God's not done.
Yeah, that's right.